Alexa came home the other day and she was drunk. And then I was like telling the cat, I was like, your mama's drunk. And Alexa's like, don't tell the cat.
I know. I was like, don't tell the cat I'm drunk. Like, I don't know why I was so embarrassed to be drunk in the house.
I remember being drunk and coming home and I would talk to Chewy and I'd be like, oh, the dog just understands me. Nobody understands me like this
Nobody
dog.
gets me like Chewy does.
Just so drunk.
Because a human can tell you like, hey, time to go to bed.
Yeah.
The dog does no.
Not, and you're like, thank you for your support.
Yeah.
For just listening
You're
to
just
me.
like, so anyways, this is what happens tonight.
Yeah. And they're just like there to listen. You know, they don't have any input. They are just like,
Yeah.
They're your yes man.
Yeah, but in their brain, they're probably like, this bitch. Like,
They're like,
Yeah, just doomed to listen.
my mom's fucking nuts. I feel like my cat thinks I'm fucking crazy sometimes. Only because I'll be like gently petting her and then
cats
like,
are judgmental though.
She's a little I pick her up and I'll just like squeeze her and shake her like that. I don't know.
Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Stealing story. Did you steal my story?
Okay, so here we are. Another episode of Steal My Story. Welcome to Steal My Story, the podcast where our guest tells 3 stories. 2 are lies, 1 is true, and we have to guess which one is which. Today's guest, Toronto royalty socialite, Trishelle, who was my first roommate when I moved to LA.
LA.
Oh my gosh, so many years ago.
We would spend the day watching like Netflix.
Yes.
And going for walks.
Eating and
Ono
just
barbecue.
like, oh my gosh, Ono Hawaiian barbecue.
So good.
I had like a very specific craving for that the other day. I was just like dreaming about it.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
And, I'm coming here. I'm like, okay, that was just thinking about all the times we had back then and how like comforting Ono barbecue was.
I remember getting just like extra containers of their mac and cheese. Their mac salad. Oh, so good. So good. I tried to get Ian to try it, I think, when we were there, and he didn't want it.
It still exists, right?
It's still, the last time I was in LA, it was there. Okay. I only saw one location, though, so I don't know.
It's by that
probably
panda.
the same one on Wilshire by the house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we drove by Wilshire, and I was like,
yeah.
That's where our old place was. You can know now, because we don't live there anymore.
Exact address.
Yeah. I actually don't remember, but I remember Olympic Boulevard.
Olympic and Hauser. And then we would walk down Hauser all the way to Martel and Melrose and do the little strip.
Melrose, yeah.
Go shopping.
Oh my god.
It's good. You guys are like the only ones walking around LA because such a driving city.
Nobody walks.
Okay, I have a funny story, and this is okay.
Is this one of the stories?
This is not
A smooth segue.
It's just talking about walking when you and Lyle, because Lyle came to visit.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, well, we're going to go to In-N-Out Burger.
Oh. Yes.
And I don't know if we took an Uber there. And we must have taken an Uber there. And then on the way back, I was like, no, let's just walk. Like, we're going to walk back. And the 2 of you were so horrified that we were walking back and like terrified the entire walk. I was like, it's fine. It's not that far. And it ended up being like an hour and a half walk.
I remember there were some walks we did that were like shouldn't have been walks. Like shouldn't have been walks. Like Lyle and I went up Runyon and we walked to Runyon, did Runyon, all the Runyon, and then walked back. I've never been so tired in my life. It was so far. I would never do it again.
But you know what? It really got me like aware of my surroundings and like I know where everything is because I walk.
Totally. When you first move to a city, if you walk around, like when I first moved to Toronto, even the fact the CN Tower is so south and the tallest building, I was like, okay, cool, that's south. That's my compass. It's the best way to learn a city.
Yeah,
for sure.
So true.
Oh my gosh, in Melrose. By the way, Trishelle is like the most fashionable person I've ever met in my life. Like I've like multiple times been like, I'm gonna have to Trishelle to be like my stylist for this or something.
I would love to style you.
Oh
I love fashion.
And you actually did style me once for Forever
I
21,
did.
by the way. So, and I could have never pulled those looks from like only you could go into Forever 21 where they have like the most horrible sayings on like their jean jacket and like put an outfit. Sorry, Forever 21.
R.I.P. Forever 21.
Yeah, I'm like, are they even around anymore? They're just online, right? And you would like put together an actually cool outfit.
Yeah, I remember the blue jacket.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Great photos.
Great. I love the blue.
Luke. I styled Luke as well. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All of the stuff and like all of the clothes that you picked out, I used for like were like staple pieces in my outfit or in my wardrobe until I like couldn't fit them anymore. But yeah, I still have one of the jackets.
Yeah, the jacket's really nice.
Somebody stole that blue jacket.
So you guys were walking, but you were stylish. You were the most stylish pedestrians.
Fashionable bitches in LA, probably not.
Just
really.
sunburned though from the sun for walking for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I feel like Lyle was like always hiding from the sun.
And then
for
Bubba,
sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to say that was then, but possibly not.
I've seen pictures.
Oh, have you?
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, we had really like a lot of good time.
We did have a lot of good times. And like,
and now we're in Toronto.
No, I'm joking. I actually love Toronto. Yeah. And like, how have you been? How's your life been? What have you been up to? I feel like we've like followed you. I like now only see you on social media.
I honestly
and on your birthday
and on my birthday. Yeah, I make my birthday a really big deal. I love to have a birthday celebration. I'll be invited to my birthday.
Thank you. Honestly, you looked fantastic at this. That like Balmain like bodysuit.
Oh, the Mugler one.
Mugler, sorry.
Oh,
yes,
that was
It was killer.
H&M Mugler.
Still, it was killer. It was a great outfit, and like I was like, oh man, like she looks killer on her birthday. That's exactly how you want to be on the birthday.
It's like the one day that I really like turn it out.
Absolutely, as you should. You should.
Yeah, because I've retired.
I feel like that's very Gemini of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gemini, Scorpio.
I feel like Geminis are always like so fun at parties. Like they just know how to have like such a fun time and have it like fun for everybody. Like they're not that messy person who's having fun and everybody's like kind of picking up the pieces after them.
No,
they're like fun and everybody else is having fun because of them. That's
I'm always
you.
like I keep it. I don't get too crazy. I'm still like aware and making sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
What star sign is the one who's drunkenly talking to the dog at 3 a.m.?
It's Aries.
It's Aries.
That's what he is.
That's the one being like, you're the only one who understands me.
Good sign too. Wait, what's your
Aries,
sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, I love Cancer.
Thank you.
Yeah, my Venus is in Cancer.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
Emotional beings.
Emotional, like little lover. I love it. Yeah, no, I used to not like being a Cancer. I was like, oh, like everybody thinks I'm a crybaby, and that's so true. I am a crybaby. But
you think? I feel like you cry like twice a year.
You don't see me cry. I'm like,
oh, you're just a sneaky crier.
Like,
You've been in the bathroom a long time.
Yeah, I'm like, it's nothing.
I cry over everything.
Right? Okay, so there you go. That's the Venus.
I'm like scrolling through TikTok and like somebody posts a video with a dog or anything, and I'm like,
I know. I'm like,
this is so sweet.
It is funny when you open up TikTok at like 7 a.m. or something. And you're like, oh, I didn't know I'd be crying by 7:03.
Yeah.
And watching this dad push his son down a marathon in a wheelchair. You're like,
you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it. Let's hear some stories. It's story time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Well, I'm like, where do I start? So I do have a lot of stories. So what
I know.
I have like a dossier of all of these stories. I'm like, what can I tell that won't get me sued? Have me look incredible.
Tell the suing stories.
Allegedly. Everything that I'm about to say is
this may be made up. You don't know.
So. I'm still thinking about the word dossier. I'm like, oh, some microfiche. Very fancy 80s stories coming along.
I thought I would do like a little bit of a theme. Mm-hmm. So maybe like a celebrity encounters theme. Maybe that'll be real fun.
That's juicy.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is all alleged.
All alleged, I have to say. Also, I I need to clarify, I've lived many lives.
Oh, you've lived like a life many would be jealous of. You were like I remember you and my sister were like growing up. I was like, oh, they're so cool. Like, I wish I was cool like that.
You are cool like that.
I was always like a little bit dorky and like never really like as fun at parties. Like, I felt like I was so shy and you guys were like super extroverted and but anyway, so you definitely lived like
you say that
a life.
Like, your sister and I have many stories that you could tell that would be so like insane and
alleged
funny. All alleged. But I was thinking, okay, so like I obviously need to just clarify that my wild child days are like well behind me. I've retired, from being a party person. I've always been really responsible though. Like, a lot of the times I look back.
That is true.
Yeah.
I've never felt like I needed to worry about you or that like you were not caring about me when I was in LA, and it was like my first time like ever going out, and like I was trusted to be around you, for sure.
Yes, you can always count on me to take care of you.
Yes.
I think that's what I do. That's what I just really like, loving and nurturing.
Yes.
But I have retired those ways, so please don't judge me. These stories will have, like,
There's no judgment here.
I can't wait for these.
I know, but the setup is really enticing.
And she's like, so I'm playing chess.
As I'm thinking about what story do I tell first.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying for anticipation.
Well, since you've been talking about LA, I'm going to start with an LA story.
Okay.
This is like circa 2013, so probably around the time that like we were living.
Oh yeah, okay.
And because I think I had just moved to LA in 2013, and I frequent the Chateau Marmont. Iconic.
Ooh, iconic.
I'm like, a child of the early aughts, like the Lindsay Lohan 2007 Britney Spears era. Like, I live for that. Like that. That was my era. So the Chateau Marmont was like very cool to me because I was like, oh my God, this is like where Lindsay, like, was caught, like, doing crazy things.
Yeah.
How iconic.
Oh my gosh.
Stiffing them on the bill, I think, right?
Stiffing. Yeah. That was later on, I feel. That was like after our time in LA. I remember reading that and being like, not the chateau. But that was like after I had left LA.
Yeah, she stayed there for like literally like 3 months.
Yeah, and then was like, I'll get you on the way out.
To her hotel room.
I mean, at that point, I'm like, it's kind of on you guys. Like, how could you let her be there for 3 months with no pay?
Because she's Lindsay.
You assume that credit card's going to clear, I think, at that point.
Yeah, that's true. Very Anna Delvey.
Very Anna Delvey. Wow, yeah.
But so 2013... made a reso at the Chateau Marmont. I was with a few friends. We get there and there are like a bunch of paparazzi, which I've never seen there before. So I was like, okay, maybe there's something happening here, like I don't know, like a party or something. I'm not sure. We get in, we get seated in the garden.
Oh yeah,
it's so pretty.
It's super pretty, super pretty.
Yeah, and I'm with some friends who like maybe like could be like recognizable. Like I'm
okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe somebody could look over and be like, oh, I know that person from somewhere,
right.
but I don't know from where.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And they were there. They were in town for work, and
they were B or C list celebrities, baby. Who knows? Alleged,
all alleged. And so we're sitting down, we're eating, we're having some drinks, and all of a sudden, Kesha is there. We love Kesha.
We love Kesha. Mother is back.
Mother is back. Yes. I'm very happy for her.
Tick tock on the clock.
And the part. Oh, I heard all her music, still bangers.
Oh, and it's like viral on TikTok now.
Yes.
The songs. I'm very happy for her.
I'm a fan of her from The Simple Life.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Did you know she was on that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she was her and her mom.
Yeah, her family.
Yeah.
What?
Was one of the host families to be like, Paris and Nicole, you guys get to live with these normal people. And then the normal person's daughter became Kesha.
And then she had a song, There's a Party at a Rich Kid's House. That's Paris Hilton, because I guess she had gone to a party at Paris's house.
Oh.
That. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And her song, That Rich Kid, also had a sex tape? That wasn't the song.
Oh, okay. I was like, no.
It's just all Paris Hilton facts in Kesha songs?
She's writing, literally just
Allegedly.
herself.
Allegedly.
The word of the day is allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So honestly, kind of crazy because I'm like obviously a fan of Kesha and her music, and I think that she's done. Yes. So she comes over and is like a bit tipsy. Whatever, God bless. It's like,
you know, that's kind of her persona. You think?
We're at the chateau, we're having a good time, but she just like pulls up a chair, throws down her purse, orders a whiskey,
amazing,
and is like posted up with us for a little bit. And she's just talking, kikiing with us.
Yeah.
Kind of like gagged. Like, we're like, is this happening right now? This is insane. At some point, she gets up and she like walks away and she leaves her purse. Honestly, like a very, you know, we're trustworthy people.
Yeah, no, of course.
So, I mean, maybe she trusted us. Like, good thing we're good Canadian girlies.
Yeah.
To take off with her purse. Like, TikTok, bye.
TikTok, yeah.
Taking Kesha's purse.
Damn.
But she was, like, making out with some guy in the corner, like, up against the wall.
Oh, my gosh.
It was wild. And then the next thing you know, like, Lily Allen is also, it's nuts. Lily Allen's also there. And, like, that's, like, she's my, like, she's it.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
I love Lily Allen. Like, her first 2 albums literally, like, changed my life.
She was one of the host families on The Simple Life.
Lily Allen! All the way from England. Yeah, I love her. So I was honestly like so taken back by it. And my friend kind of like reached over to her and was like, fuck you is a gay anthem. Like, we love you.
Wow.
And
I actually don't know that much of Lily Allen
God,
stuff.
you need to
So
get into
I will
Lily
I will
Allen.
now. I
She's
will now.
so good. First and second album.
First
are,
is
like,
that
top
okay.
tier.
Those will
Fuck you very, very much.
Oh, of course. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then
The Fear, that's one
Yeah.
of my favorite songs. There's so many really, really good songs.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And then
So-
suddenly she's making out with someone in the corner, too.
Wow, yeah.
No, well, you know, she was doing something after this that was really like,
Well, okay, we'll get there.
Basically, we like said that to her. We were like, "We love you."
Yeah.
And like this shit, like this doesn't really. This is the thing. It doesn't really happen. Like I've been to Chateau Marmont, like time. Like you know, you see some people here and there, but like this was nuts. Like I was just like, and again, I think this was like at the tail end of like indie sleaze era, like 2013. So this shit doesn't happen anymore. You're not seeing like the girlies all together on a night out.
Yeah,
like the way it used to be.
Yeah, they were a little less messy, little. You know, I feel like it's also changed in the digital era. Like they're way more careful.
Exactly. Like nobody's pulling out a phone here. Like and taking like videos of them. They were a bit more open. Like you can't be like that anymore.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But
she felt, I guess, you know, comfortable because we said that we, you know, were fans, and she sat down and allegedly. She starts talking shit about Miley Cyrus, who is also there, by the way.
No, Miley is there too.
Miley Cyrus. And this is in the Bangers era.
Oh my God, amazing.
Which, like, again, like,
I love
together,
the Bangers
we
era.
listened to that album so much. That and the Arctic Monkeys album.
Oh my gosh, Cassie put that album on and was like, she in the car pressed play and she's like, we need to learn every lyric to this song. And I was like, okay.
So good.
And for what? I've never been to an Arctic Monkeys show.
It was like Speed, though, so Cassie like floored it, and she's like, I'm not slowing down until you sing it back.
Exactly. I did feel like I've been like I was at knife point. I was like, okay.
Sing the song.
Yeah, sing it. I'll be your coffee maker. Something, I don't know. Vacuum cleaner. That's what it is.
Vacuum cleaner, yeah. But yeah, Miley's Bangers era, and like Miley, I guess, had just dyed her eyebrows like bleach blonde.
Yes. Okay.
And that
I
was
know.
like a big deal. Like,
yeah.
Like the media went crazy
Because
shit like that.
nobody had seen that before.
No. And so Lily is kind of talking shit about Miley Cyrus. And when I say kind of, I mean she is talking shit about Miley Cyrus. And she was like, I fucking hate that bitch.
Whoa.
Stole my stylist. Just kind of went off. I honestly don't even remember exactly what she was saying,
right.
but she was just talking.
She was going
smack,
ham.
and we were just like, is this fucking happening right now? Like, this is wild.
We've got Kesha's purse. Lily Allen's talking shit.
Yeah, Kesha's
Oh my
purse is
God.
still there. It's still hanging.
She's drooling.
And then the next thing you know, Lily is in a corner or somewhere at the table wherever Miley was sitting. She's there with Miley, and they're kikiing, having a time, laughing, taking selfies, as if she just didn't call her a bitch.
Lily!
And then the next day, like Daily Mail, every single publication was talking about Miley's eyebrows and how she bleached them. It was like, wild that she did this. And the photo that they used was a selfie that Lily Allen. I was like, this is crazy. We were there.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You were a part of history.
I'm literally a part of history.
A part of pop culture history.
Take a photo.
And if anybody was, it would be you, of course.
I honestly feel so blessed that I got to experience that.
Wow.
Probably one of my favorite celebrity encounter stories.
I would love if Lily Allen took Kesha's purse and like left with it. This story was like blind items. I want it to be real.
Oh my god.
I actually ended up seeing Kesha. Sorry.
Again.
I saw her in LA in 2022.
Wow.
At a restaurant called GG. I went to go use the washroom and she was waiting for the washer. And I was like, oh God, I love her.
Oh my
Still making out with the maitre d'?
Yeah.
That is like my favorite part about LA is just seeing celebrities like as like just out and about, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're just like, hey, yeah, they're just people, obviously. But like, yeah, it is so funny to like just see Kesha doing something like waiting for the bathroom.
Waiting for the celebrities, they're just like
when
they pee too.
Hey, we all pee. Wow, that was a really good story, and I want to believe that that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Or that isn't stolen from anybody else. I'm like, that was really good. It's hard. See, I thought the problem was having actors on the show, but I feel like everybody's just
an amazing liar.
Good. Really
that's
good
what we're
lying.
learning. The whole world is full of liars.
No, I'm kidding.
Like, was I? And actress Trishelle. Wow, that was really good, and I love that. And wow, and what a time when Miley bleached her brows. I know exactly the time you're talking about, and I can't believe that I do just from like an eyebrow bleaching.
I know.
You know what I mean?
People went crazy.
I remember her Bangers tour because what was that place in the Roosevelt Hotel that had the circus performers? And then she brought Beachers. Oh, yeah. There was this secret club in the Roosevelt Hotel behind a bookcase, and they had these crazy performers who circus act essentially, yeah. And then Miley hired them for her Bangers tour.
Yeah.
And it was like hilarious, like crazy, like such a weird thing to see them there, and then to see them later on at a Miley concert on stage as well. So
I love the old Hollywood though, going to the Roosevelt and the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah, those are my favorite places.
They still have there's a magic to those places that I don't think will ever fade.
Yeah.
I love them.
We used to go to the Roosevelt pool. Remember, we would like walk in.
I have never been in the pool though.
No,
never.
I was in the pool in 2022 when I stayed there. I was like, I'm gonna get her to the pool. And that was the first time in the pool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where they filmed. I'm just full of facts. The Simple Life. No. Catch Me If You Can. The scene where he's like living in like a pool, like a little bungalow, like a hotel second floor, and nearly gets caught having a party. It was actually filmed there at the Roosevelt Hotel.
Wow.
I've always wanted to go to that pool because of that movie because it looks so cool.
Well, you should go to the Roosevelt Hotel.
We should go.
We gotta go.
It's fun. Even just to go for like a drink at the pool.
Right.
Yeah, I would definitely go. Yeah, I feel like I'd only ever been to like parties there or whatever, and like I would never get into the pool at a party ever.
No, not at a party. That's
like,
a no. That's a no. But
it's not cool to be the one being like, we're doing cannonballs.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, no thanks. Wow. Okay, that was really good, and you have to keep going on to the next one because I'm like not even really wanting to guess. I just kind of want to eat up these like blind item stories.
The jacket's coming on for this one.
I feel like I'm gonna put my jacket on.
For listeners, she's getting into character for the second story.
Now here, this pop culture icon.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this one. This is where I like the disclaimer is because I like. It's like, what can I tell that's not going to make me look like a crackhead? You know?
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe not all of these parts are true, okay?
No, it's embellished. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly. But this is a long time ago, and there was a night in Toronto. This is in Toronto.
Ooh, okay.
And take a slate.
Ooh, in our town. Ooh.
And there was, speaking of like the Thompson, which is the Roosevelt is a Thompson hotel, right?
Is it?
It actually now just changed its name to Hotel One. Ooh. But it's I call it the Thompson still. That's what I know.
Yeah, the one on
Bathurst.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay.
There. At the time it was
Bougie Hotel.
Bougie Hotel. Love it.
And it had like this really cool bar underneath that was like a basement bar where a lot of crazy parties happened. I actually like DJ'd a few times back then.
Oh my
god,
really? Yeah. Do you still DJ?
I don't DJ anymore.
Oh no. Okay.
Retired, but I had a good run.
I think you had a great run. I mean, you should still. You should make an appearance one time.
On your birthday, the throwback birthday party.
Oh, I don't think I could do that on my birthday.
No.
But
too intoxicated.
Yeah. You need to have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
But yeah. Usually when I would DJ, I wouldn't really be drinking because, you don't want to like fuck that.
Right.
But yeah. We'll think about that. Maybe in the future we'll revisit the DJ.
The DJ era. Okay.
Okay, so at the Thompson at the time, which is now One Hotel, I was there with some friends and we wanted to buy drugs.
Allegedly.
And, we're a couple of drinks in and we're like, okay, well, we need to get something.
Let's amp it up.
Yeah, amp it up. And we were about $20 short.
Shit.
And I was like, okay, well, where are we getting at $20? Like, we're at a really nice bar in a really nice hotel. Like, we can probably find $20 here from somebody.
Yeah.
Like, Charity, hello, I'm trying to get home. I need a cab. I need...
Wow.
Uber did not exist at this point. Capacity. So, actually, probably Uber did not exist at all at this point.
No, definitely not.
So, who do I see in a booth having a really good time wearing, a little baseball hat? A little someone by the name of Enrique Iglesias.
No! What?
My hero, baby?
Wow!
So, there he is. And I love Enrique. I think he's amazing. I actually saw him recently in concert.
How was that?
Not the last time that he was here, the time before that I saw him. Because the last time it seems like things have like declined.
I know. I was like, what is going on? Like there was so
some viral
many videos.
TikTok videos.
Yeah, it was like
so funny. But bailamos. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ask Enrique Iglesias for $20. Because why not? I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna ask this man for $20. And now looking back at it, why would he have cash on him? He's Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah,
he's walking around with the
card.
Yeah, card. He doesn't have $20.
Yeah,
on him.
Yeah,
not $20 Canadian.
I was just gonna say Canadian.
But I, couple drinks in, really, really adamant. I'm like, I'm going to get $20 from this man.
Yes.
So I went up to him, just little dancing, little Enrique, bailamos. And I said to him, I'm like, hey, like, can I ask you a question? And he was like, yeah, like, what's up? And I said, do you know what it feels like letting someone who's in a rush to throw you away?
Why did you say that? What an opener.
Because that's my favorite song by him, I think. And it just came out.
He's like, I would give you $1,000 never to do that.
Oh, I didn't know
that
was a song.
He was so into it.
It's the ping pong song.
The ping pong song. And I remember it because MTV's like Rob and Big. There was an episode where Rob and Big are like dancing and singing to this song in a car, and
oh my God,
I love that song because of that. And
how did he take it?
he loved it. He was laughing. He like loved it. And then I was like, okay, no, but actually, can I borrow $20?
Did he laugh at that? Was he like, aha, another joke?
He thought I was joking, and I was like, no, my man.
No,
like,
I really
actually need $20.
I know you're rich.
You're funny. This one's funny. She's funny. And so it didn't work.
Shit, he thought you were joking.
I really thought he was going to open his wallet and give me $20, but I did end up getting the $20.
Oh, good. I was really worried
that he wouldn't. Yeah, I got it from a NASCAR driver.
A NASCAR driver? Not the bartender? Like, the bartender's got $20 in tips. He's probably their best bet.
Yeah, I told him that he would want $20 to get home.
To a drunk girl? Oh.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
And then he saw me, like, 30 minutes later, still at
and he's like, I'll drive you home in my NASCAR.
Yeah. It's like, why are you still here?
Hey, didn't you need money to get home?
How did you know he was a NASCAR driver? Was he wearing the full suit with the...
A friend of mine was, like, with him, talking to him, so that's how we...
And he was like, I'm a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, he's a NASCAR driver.
Nice.
Older man, too.
Ooh. Yeah. And would have
completely
cash.
blind.
Yeah, he would have cash.
I think NASCAR drivers would have cash. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why.
Did you say NASCAR?
NASCAR.
No.
I think you might have.
No.
Because it's cash and Nash.
Cash
car.
NASCAR. NASA. I don't know. No, I didn't say that. Anyway. Wow. Okay. I love these. I'm like addicted to blind items. So I'm so glad that this is your theme because I
could keep going for like ones that I've approved as being I keep
putting
it's
on
cool. And like taking it off.
So so then you're gonna tell a third one, I imagine.
Yeah,
if you feel...
I tell a third
okay,
one?
yeah,
I think so.
I have to know
because if you've got another one,
but
only one's,
but only one is here's my guess now. Is that yes, these are all true, but not all of them happened to you.
I expected I had to tell a third one, so like I could have.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's tell a third because they are juicy.
These are so.
And I'm a
juicy.
sucker for these celebrity tales.
Me too. Oh gosh, I love them so much.
This is live TMZ mid 2000s.
This one might like make this podcast go viral.
Oh my gosh, tell it right now. Tell it.
You know how to do a hook.
Yeah,
all three of these like I don't know if I should tell this one. It might make me a crackhead.
Yeah, and everybody's like on the edge of their seats. Tell us.
Okay, this is another LA story.
Amazing.
Of course. I've got so many more, but like I can't tell all of them because
we'll just have to have you back.
Gotta come back.
This is I think in 2015. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, the story is from 2015. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of a band called the 1975?
Of course. Are you joking? Hey, have you heard of Black Sabbath? Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, the 1975. Yes.
Yeah, I love the 1975.
At this point, was the 1975 like as big as they are now? I don't think so.
No, not at all. No, I discovered the 1975. I discovered them.
They were at a baseball game on the Jumbotron.
In 2013, when I was in LA, I did not know who. I think it was like in 2013, but I think their first album must have already been out at that time or just came out. And somebody in LA who fancied me, fancied, would send me songs being like, this song reminds me of you when I listen to it. And I was like, wait, I actually kind of like this band. They're really good.
Actually, this one, thanks for sending this one.
And so I was like, this is my band now. I love them.
Wow.
And then in 2015, I just so happened to have an encounter with somebody in the band. I was in LA because my friends were there recording their debut album, and they were recording the album with the 1970s, the 1975's producer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which was really cool.
That is really cool. Wow.
In the same studio, I think the 1975 had just wrapped up the second album.
Cool. Wow.
The one that has like Somebody Else in the sound.
I actually have never really listened.
Okay, that's a good album. That album.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's got some bangers.
Okay. I will listen.
It's
to
no TikTok on the Clock by Kesha.
Yeah, but it'll do.
Yeah, it'll do. But okay, so my friends were recording an album in the same studio with the same producer, and there was a day, like I would often like drive them to the studio. It was in the valley, I'm pretty sure in the valley. So a little bit of a drive, and then drop them off so that I could have the car for the day and do my own little thing. That way I wasn't walking around.
Wow, real LA girl with her car, no walking.
Had a car. And then there was one day that I went to go pick them up, and who happens to be at the studio? Matty Healy. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I have heard of him.
Pretty popular now.
He's very popular now. I just saw his chicken shop date. Well, I didn't just see it. Like probably when it came out, I saw it.
I'm actually a Matty Healy apologist.
What is?
Because people love to hate on him for whatever reason, but I can honestly say that he's a nice guy.
Did he date Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. So one day I went to go pick up my friends from the studio and they weren't ready yet. So I, went into the studio for a little bit and was sitting around, and who happens to be there is Matty Healy.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Matty Healy. So I kind of had a little bit of a freak out moment.
Yeah, because you had listened to them at this point and knew who they were.
Yeah, and loved them. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then we got talking for a little bit.
Wow. Okay.
This is all alleged, by the way.
Yeah, allegedly.
Do not come for me. I don't need
No, yeah.
a lawsuit.
No. This is all.
But we started talking to each other via text for a while. And I think at the time he was only there for maybe like a few more days. So it ended up being like a whirlwind of like going out for drinks. We went to a place called The Nice Guy. Went to Sugarfish.
I've been to Sugarfish in GTLA, downtown at Los Angeles.
Yeah. That was
Amazing sushi. Really,
wow,
really?
Really? Okay. I've never been. Oh my God.
You have to go to Sugarfish.
I'm
go. Going back to LA in July, and it's all I've been thinking about is I need to.
A friend who I dined with there will text me sometimes, Sugarfish. We haven't talked for months, and I'll just get a text that says that. So yeah.
Amazing.
I've never had sushi, like affordable, like really like fast kind of sushi that's so good.
Totally. It wasn't like insane like you'd think, like a Nobu or something like that. Yeah. It's like
melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This week's episode brought to you by Sugarfish. No, real, not a plant. Real review.
It is. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And, he started writing me poetry in text messages. So cheesy.
No, but only he could do that. If it was any other guy, no.
Classic musician move. Always thinking in rhymes.
That's such like he would. No, he's like smoking a cigarette, writing you poetry. Love it.
We read it though. It's like the cat in the hat with the bat. Made my heart go pat.
Do you
pat,
have
pat.
any of these texts?
I still have every single text message, obviously. I'm going to keep the receipts.
She's got the receipts.
In the dossier.
Oh, in her dossier. Allegedly.
Amazing.
Allegedly. But, yeah, honestly, he was super sweet. Nothing serious, obviously, but he
just
was
poetry.
And poetry. Oh. I like to, imagine that some of the songs are about me. Probably not.
I mean, you don't know. Hey, these guys are just people too.
Hey.
They're waiting in line to pee like everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we had been talking for like on and off through text message throughout the years until about 6 years ago when I started dating my boyfriend, and then I just like
wow. And you were like, Matty Healy,
yeah,
we have to put a stop to this.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was around the same time that he and Taylor Swift started to have their little flingy,
yeah,
or whatever that was, their situationship that started many years ago. So yeah, kind of crazy. That's why I'm like, I'm a Matt Healy apologist because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God. Wow. Your little whirlwind romance with like...
I feel like I keep putting my jacket
No,
back on.
it's
Is it a tell, though? Maybe it's like a poker player. Like they say poker players
know.
look at their chips when they're lying.
Oh my God.
Is she lying when the jacket's off?
No, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm on camera and I'm like...
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely the whole fit, but I do love the bodysuit on its own.
It's a t-shirt. Well,
It's a t-shirt?
Yeah, it's a little shirt.
Oh my gosh, wow. It's like seamlessly, like, could be a bodysuit too.
I, on the other hand, am wearing a bodysuit. This is not a t-shirt. No.
Bodysuit.
It's beautiful. Wow. Wow. I'm like starstruck and like it's not my story. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
So our 3 stories:
You're
Sugarfish
like, wow,
romance.
You're such a crackhead and a whore.
You crackhead whore.
No money, needing drugs.
No money. Whatever.
I was very young.
We've been there. We've all asked for $20 at one time or another.
We've all been to the Metro in Liberty Village, filling their little container with olives and eating them as you walk around the store and then leaving the empty.
I actually have never.
I thought you just sent me down memory lane. There was a change machine in the Metro in Liberty Village where you could like bring pennies and quarters and it would count it for you and take a cut.
Take a cut?
It would take a little cut. Like you give it $100 worth of pennies, it gives you like $90 back. But when you're like, we've all been to the Metro, and I went, yes, we have. That's why I used to give change.
And little did you know, there was olives. Ian loves olives.
Free
You
olives.
could have been having olives this whole time.
This whole time.
Wow. And you can't do that anymore? I hate olives. I never know.
Olives? They're my favorite thing to snack on.
I got into olives late. 27. That I remember my friends like, have these. I'm like, no, they're disgusting. My whole life they've been disgusting. I had them.
Delicious.
Just born again. I was a born again olive Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I love them on
Maybe
pizza. The black one. I even like little black ones in the
so
salad.
good. The
Green
little
ones
ones.
just from the can.
So good.
My only complaint of the olives, biting them off around the pit.
The pit.
The pitted ones, easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so good.
People are you're like really trying to bring it back from the olives.
olive bar and be like, these are the ones that you should try.
Well, I will. Maybe if you guys make me. I'll
You like the oil.
That's true. I do like I do like their oil.
You like Popeye's
They
girlfriend.
make some good oil. Who?
That was like a 100-year-old reference.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm like-
You know Popeye the Sailor Man?
Oh, olive oil.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I was beginning to think it was a fever dream I had.
No. I was just like, didn't get that. Sorry.
It's a late.
It wasn't a
been a
great
while.
joke.
Okay. Wow. Also, I was gonna say probably some of the songs are about you, if that story is true, because that Arctic Monkeys album, AM, like that one song was about Ariel, that girl, that huge,
Arabella.
that minor girl,
Yeah.
that minor girl.
minor girl, yeah.
yeah.
Was it Why Do You Always Call Me When You're High?
No, it was Arabella. It was like, oh, she's got a leopard coat. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you guys knew the leopard
I was always
coat girl.
jealous of her. I was like, wow, she got a song written about her.
Song written about her. Yeah, no, I didn't know that until like a while ago. So.
Yeah.
You got to text Enrique, see if he's been inspired to write. Why do you always call me when you need $20?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Okay, so story number 1, celebrity gossip at the Chateau Marmont.
Wow.
The
Kiki
Two-Face.
with Lily Allen, Kesha.
You know
that
what?
story.
People say things when they're, a few drinks in, they're having a good time, they're feeling comfortable, and then the next day you wake up and you're like,
Gosh, why did I
Oh, I talk shit about my best friends more than anyone else. I'm going to talk shit about you guys the second you leave this room.
I'm like, I'm looking at you like, oh my God, do I cut that? Not that I think your friends would watch my show.
No, my
but,
friends
like,
know. I'm sure they're talking shit about me.
That's true.
That's what you do with the people you love. You hate them more than
you
anyone
hate
else.
them. Yeah, that could be true too. I also think like maybe she just needed to get it off her chest, and then she wasn't angry about it anymore.
yeah.
So who knows?
Second story,
Good story.
Enrique Iglesias at the bar. Now, she set this one in Toronto.
Yeah.
Which could be a trying to... Yeah, I hit it. Toronto.
I'm like, why did you say it like that?
Because I'm a foreigner to these lands.
That's true. He's a BC guy.
BC guy.
BC.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of believe that because, I don't know, we've all been young and, like, just short some cash. And, like, doing, like shit like that where you're just like, let's just ask him for $20. You know? And I'm just like, yeah, in there.
It'll work.
Yeah, we'll just go up and we'll ask him. Yeah, and that's it. That's the plan.
He's got $20.
He's Enrique. He's got $20.
And then the last one, the showman's love story.
Oh my god! And I
Sugarfish.
can believe this 100. I just believe this one is the true one because I just believe he's like such a little lover boy like that, where he's like, you know, writing poetry and like
spoken said.
I always forget. So only one's true, right?
Studio.
Or
only one is.
One only happened to you.
Only one happened to you. Okay. Oh no, and I kind of believe the Kesha one happened too. Oh.
I think.
What
You want to go first, or
you
people?
go.
Oh yeah, people in the comments.
Oh no,
who
yes.
are watching.
Everybody in the comments, sound off. Let us know which story do you think is true. 1, 2, or 3.
And people driving, listening to the audio version, just tell yourself out loud.
Say it out loud.
Give yourself a guess. Turn to the person next to you on the road trip.
Give a little pause. Debate.
Roll down the window. See the person driving by.
Be like 3. 3. Yeah.
4. No, we didn't do 4.
We didn't do 4 this time.
Yeah.
But maybe next time.
Oh yeah. I think number 1 is true.
You think number 1 is true?
Cue dramatic music.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know if I can use that sound if it's copyright.
The one you just did?
Yeah. Well, that's why I had to sing it.
You've got perfect pitch.
Thank you.
It triggered the AI.
Triggered.
Okay.
Triggered. That's what it is when you trigger copyright. The copyright's just like, please stop talking. I've had a bad week.
Yes.
I think the Matty Healy story is true. I just feel like that one is.
I'm poker face right
Yeah,
now.
you are poker.
I gotta see if the jacket's coming on or off. Or
my
tell.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Oh, the jacket's off! The jumpsuit's off!
Okay, drum roll. And yes, and big reveal.
Okay, so the story that is true from my experience is the Enrique Iglesias.
Whoa! She got us!
You got us! We were both wrong?
That's never happened
That's
before.
literally never happened before.
That makes me so happy.
Wow.
I fooled ya.
You fooled us.
No way.
I wish we had prizes. We really need to get prizes because I feel like you should be rewarded for duping us like that. Wow.
Well,
you went up to him. That part's true.
Yeah, all of that's true. I had no shame. I was on another level.
100%.
But the Kesha and Lily Allen Miley story is a true story, allegedly.
Allegedly.
From a friend.
Wow.
And the Matt Healy story, yes, my friends did, record in the same studio, same producer. I just made that up from like fan fiction on
You did a selfie.
Oh, so you've never actually met him?
No.
Oh, so when we were like, he's probably not that bad of a guy, so we can leave all that shit in about him being a fucking psycho.
No way.
Sorry to this man, but
you did like a Wattpad story about him. I love it.
It's funny. I was scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video where a reporter is interviewing Matt Healy and they're reading out like fan fiction, and
that's inspired
and
you?
I was like, I'm gonna do that because I feel like it could be believable because there is like a connection somewhere.
No,
We believe, like, right? You believe the poem, texting the poems.
Yeah.
And I love that you did that because that's like something I've told guests they could do, but nobody's really like made stuff up in that way. I think our very first guest maybe like changed some things, but like I love that you did that. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks for lying like a real psycho.
Lying like that. Lying is good.
Storytelling.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And we were both wrong.
0 for 2.
Usually at least one of us is right. Wow. And they were amazing stories. Thank you so much for coming on. I love
Thanks for having me.
This is
fun.
This has been fun. This is in like a little kiki, like hot goss section.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like I feel like We just shared so much tea. Like, wow. Thank you so much. And
allegedly,
all this happened. And thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thanks for having me. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
No, I love you. And
you guys are fine. I don't know.
And thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. We love you.
Bye.